Hello everybody, Ian Robson, welcome back to Farming Simulator 19, or FS19. So we're just at the shop here. Apparently Liz just recently bought a, I don't even know what contractor that is. That is an 6230R, so basically the same tractor I have over here. This is a 250.
I'm still getting used to these controls.
So I have a slightly larger tractor than her, but not by much. There we go. I don't know why, but I feel like I need to go backwards first usually before I can go forwards, for whatever reason. It just feels that way. I don't know what the deal is, but it just seems like it has to kind of do that so it recognizes which direction we're going. So
I haven't tried my steering wheel on 19 yet.
Yeah. It's working. Oh, well, I have mine working at least, but they did post something on Twitter this morning about input bindings and being a little awry. So, let me show you the map here. So right now, Spud has decided to take this section down here.
Yes, Ian, we were, before you came on, Spud and I was trying to fill the sprayer that I'd bought with the sprayer being attached to your tractor, and it wouldn't work.
No, you have to so the thing I noticed with implements is you have to have the implement selected to refill it.
Yeah, we tried all that.
You have to have the implements doing what?
You have to have them selected to fill them.
Yep, in the top left corner of your screen.
Oh yeah, well we had that and it still wouldn't work. Spud, you wouldn't believe this. It worked.
I believe it.
So it looks like in the contractor mode, because like what's happened so far is I've granted Spudboy and Country Gaming contractor access so they can use my equipment, but I guess they can't fill it up, which it seems like, unless I bought the...
Can't mix and match between accounts from the sound of it.
Yeah, it seems like it, so...
Well, anyway. That's what we were doing.
So, Country Gaming is not... I don't know where she is right now, but this is where Spud is, down these small little fields down here. So let's go take a little jaunt down there, and I'll show you what his fields are like at the moment.
Yeah, that land that I had before when you were last on, Ian, I actually sold that because it was too far away from
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and then I tried buying some land next door to Spud, but it was too hilly.
Yeah, they are kind of hilly area. So this is Spud's area right here. So he's got a little setup. He's got a little machine shed already in this flat area. He's got one of the plows already.
Okay, I'm heading up to your field, Ian, and I'm going to spray your field.
Okie doke. So that's what Spud's got. He's got... Spud, you got just about everything already, don't you?
Pretty much, yeah. I'll need to rent at least a sugar beet harvester to get rid of those beets once they're mature.
This
field 24.
This cultivator does the fertilizing too, eh? So let's see about.
Hey, Ian, have you worked out a way how to visit other fields without actually having to drive?
Not yet, no. All right, let's go ahead and we don't need a plow quite yet, or do we? That's a great question. I don't know if we need to plow quite yet. Let's see what we have for disc harrows. That's 140 at 5 meters. That's this is the biggest one I think I can get to, because that is 4 meters, that's 6 meters, and that one I definitely can't do. So we could do this guy right here, 48,000. So let's go ahead and look at this one here. No options available here. So how much does it cost to lease? 3,840 to lease. Okay, so its base cost is 960. Per operating hour is $2,400, and per day it's $480. Oof. So that is the cost of leasing that. Now, let's go take a little jaunt down to Spud's. And I probably could borrow his cultivator. It gives a chance to take a look around the map as well here. Alright, the one thing I was able to get rid of the dead zone. Apparently what I did was, when I changed the dead zone, I changed it, but I guess I just didn't save it, so now I saved it, it's fine. But there's quite a huge, it feels like a huge dead zone. Because I'm used to like ATS where there is no dead zone at all, sort of thing, so it just seemed really huge in comparison to what I was used to. So, and then the camera thing, it still kind of looks upwards on either side. I don't know if that is if there's a fix for that somewhere and I just haven't found it yet. Let's turn left here because we're going over to where Spud is. Actually probably could just turn that way. Let's do a little bit of a turn here and we'll go over and check out where he's at. Now we do have 3 farms set up at the moment. So I have my farm, the Rob's Ranch, Spud's Inc, and then Country Games got got their own. So that's why we all have our own equipment. But what I've done here is I've given Spud contractor access, and so I've given the same thing to Country Gaming. So what will happen basically there is, so they can use my equipment if they need to, if they want to, sort of thing. So it's kind of one of the nice aspects of that. So I believe Spud has given me access to his stuff as well. Oh, there's no like, this is just a giant hill over here. I wasn't expecting that. Spud, do I still have contractor access to your stuff?
I think so. Let me check.
So here's field 20, a grass field already. Looks like nice. I got field 21, which I think is.
Yep, my only option is to remove contract access. So you should.
Okay. Some crows in the field apparently. But here's some of the hilly fields around where Spud is. Now I guess what happened was Country Gaming actually purchased a parsec of land and then wasn't satisfied, so she sold it. There we go. So this is all the areas. Actually, it's not a bad looking map. Cozy Wool Traditional Spinnery. The only problem is Spud is way far away from where I am. This has to be the most convoluted way to get there. Alright, come down here. Now because I'm a contractor, I should be able to grab his stuff. They did run into a bit of a problem trying to use certain things. Alright, let's come down here. And here's Spud on his area right here, planting, go figure, spuds. So this is where he's at right now. I like his area. It's actually got a nice little area at the moment. I'm just gonna borrow his. I guess I could borrow the plow. I don't think it needs to be plowed. So in our map over here, it'll show you whether it needs plowing. So right now, my field does not need plowing apparently, and apparently it does not need lime at the moment. So, but it needs to be fertilized. So at the moment, we're gonna grab this guy right here and cultivate it under. Because I suspect that the cultivator we'd be able to get, there we go. So I suspect the one we'd be able to get, or at least the planter, would be wouldn't be a no-till. I'm just gonna borrow your cultivator here, slash fertilizer. So I do have a fertilizer spreader already, just not a cultivator, so just need to make a little bit more money. So one of the things I could do here
is, you don't run into any traffic on your.
Seriously, it's a little bit wider than the road there, so.
Yeah.
So one of the things you could do is you could do some contracts in order to make a little bit of extra money. Let's go up here. Some of these roads are really bizarre, I find. I don't know if they're actual roads or if they're just like, they seem like walkways almost. Well, right now, country gaming's currently.
You're gonna use it to cultivate your field 7.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to cultivate it.
Well, I've done two rows of killing weeds.
Perfect, thank you. There we go. I'm just gonna go around the outside here so I don't get stuck.
So, do you think Giants will fix this steering issue?
You mean with the dead zone? You can actually change it. Apparently, I found out that I just didn't save my settings. That's why it was so weird.
She's using mouse and keyboard, so the way the steering locks in position at low speed.
I think you can turn it off. Well, at least tone it down a little bit. There's a return to normal. I think you can probably turn it up to 100%. It would probably just return back to where it started, I think.
I'm getting used to it. Just got to do your steering input before you hit the gas.
Yeah. All right.
It's
So
like a real car.
Where do you find that particular?
there's our dog, Bubba. I don't know. That's the first thing that came to my mind for some reason. As you can see, Liz has she's spraying for weeds at the moment, and as you can see, the weeds are slowly going away. I suspect that if I had cultivated, it would have gone away as well. So let's go ahead and lower this. Do a little bit of cultivating here. So because I purchased this, ooh, that looks nice. Look at that. Even the sound's good too. So because I purchased this from Spud, borrowed it from Spud. I don't know if I were to hire a worker. I'm not sure if it would actually fertilize at the same time. Let's see what happens here. Oh no, that's seeding. Never mind. Not fertilizing. So there you go. Now this particular cultivator can actually go bigger, or this cultivator. This tractor can actually probably use a bigger cultivator. This is the one Spud got, so we're gonna go with this one because I don't have a cultivator quite yet. Now the one thing I'm not sure about is, do you know if you guys can use other people's equipment for the contracts? Like for example, like if I accepted a contract to cultivate somebody's field, could I use Spud's cultivator to cultivate it? I suspect, I guess you could.
I think as long as you have contractor access, I imagine so, but I haven't done a contract yet, so really don't.
Mm-hmm.
Neither have I.
There we go. Get to the end here. I like the animation they've put with it so far, so.
Head back to the store, buy some seeds.
There we go. Get this done here. You can see I limed this field a while ago as well. I have a fertilizer sprayer. That's it right up in the top right hand corner over there. And our max speed here is 15 miles an hour, or 15 kilometers an hour, it looks like. So I don't know, I like the animation they've given for the actual cultivating itself. Like from above it looks good, from below I feel like those tines could probably be in the soil a bit more, but that's just me. There you go, very nice. Getting a couple lag spikes there apparently, so that's that. So I'm gonna hire a worker here for a quick sec, just so I can take a look at. So right now, if I go to my garage, I have a 6250R, which is actually which is the one we have actually, yeah, and the T560, the G.Skill, this, and then now I also picked up this K105, and of course the doghouse. So I got the biggest combination I could find. Is it over here? No, not on this side. Oh no, there it is. So this is what I ended up getting from my combination. I got the you get the extra discs on the side, which lower down, and then you can spread lime further. So That's what I got. So I have to refill that soon enough, and then get some fertilizer in there, fertilizer field. So I guess what could happen now is I could theoretically choose. I don't know how it works though, because I think this is empty at the moment. But I have to look at how it works between choosing one versus the other. So doing a little bit of a burn down, and then it's an immediate. It's not like a. It doesn't take a couple days. It's like just immediate. As soon as you spray it, it's dead, which is amazing because that never works like that in real life. So right now, Spud's got a cultivator, and he's got a sprayer, and he's got a plow at the moment. So I'll have to look at something a bit bigger because he has. There's a couple different options here. He got, I think, under cultivator, so he's got this, which is 3.7 meters. Fox 11, or is it these? Oh, which one is this one? Laser KS. Yeah, so he's got this one, I guess, which is 4.9 meters wide. So the one I was looking at was a 6-meter one. I could have got the horse right here, and then this guy is a little bit too big for my tractor at the moment. Or I could get, so they have cultivators, disc harrows. Now they don't really say what the difference is between the two, or don't say why you wouldn't want one versus the other. But I was looking at disc harrows, and then I was looking at this guy right here. The Coon is the Disco Lander. Yeah, the Disco Lander right here, which is 6 meters wide, and the next one up is 4 meters, and then the one above that is 340 horsepower, which I don't have. So that's what I was looking at right there. So I could do this one too, which is a bit cheaper, but it's a 3-point hitch style, and I'm not a huge fan of 3-point hitch styles. So liquid manure sprayer can't touch. Oh, that's interesting. So there you go. That's that guy right there. That's the next kind of thing we're working towards right now. So we only have $11,000 at the moment. Let's go exit, and then here's our current contract. So because we have a combine, we could do not that one. We could do that one. It would take forever though because it's a huge field. Weeding, plowing, transporting. Transporting seems to be with pallets and whatnot. So I could do this right here. There we go. Owner of field 22, or field 22 or field 17. 22 or 17. So 17 is 22 is down here, and 17 is over here. So I could do either of those contracts at the moment.
I'm just gonna go back to the store with Ian and refill this thing up with some stuff.
Okie doke. So those are the things I'm kind of working towards at the moment. So we're gonna see how that works out. We're gonna need to plant something eventually. So I'm gonna need. I could borrow I have a fertilizer spreader, so I could do that. But I would need also a seeder of some sort. Where are we here? Seeders. So we could do 30,000 for that, which is a 3 meters. That's so small. Or that's 3 meters as well. That's just painful. This is a DirectCU, no previous cultivating or plowing necessarily, and that just does.
No time to finish these fields. I'm gonna have to go, guys. I'll get ready for it.
Oh, okay.
Yep. Catch you later, Spud.
Later.
Have a good day.
Yep, we'll try.
76 is what we'd be looking at right there. That's the money right there, I believe. I don't know, is that one? Yeah, I guess that one does planting, no direct seed, and then it does a horse pronto. I could use that one actually. 9 meters, 100,000 though, so I need to get 100,000 basically. So the Stara. So that's kind of what the situation where we're at the moment. So
I just missed the train.
anyways, let's stop hiring the worker here. Come back to this. Now I shouldn't see this being fertilized, but I do notice there's a bit of a. Yeah, it's not fertilized. I didn't think so, but just the way it looked there for a second, it looked like it was fertilized for some reason. There we go. So this is where, this is like going back to like the start where you're kind of like, okay, I need to get some money for X, Y, Z now. which is kind of funny actually, because I haven't been in this situation for ages now. Although I just bought 2 really expensive things is what I end up doing. Like this field is a super expensive field, and then I bought a combine as well, which is kind of expensive. So I could make some money by doing some combine work. I wonder if I could do that at the same time. Let's see here. What was that? Plus 2 more. And take the product to the central grain elevator. So I wouldn't be able to do that at the moment because this tractor is currently in use. So that would be the one downfall of my current plan. But it says plus 2 more, so I guess that's the transporting side of it. So, but it also note it says you can earn $3,000 here if you do it for your own money, or if you lease the equipment, you make $577. So not so profitable in that scenario. And apparently this one's active. Apparently I didn't mean to accept that one, but I guess field 5. 8 hectares. Fertilize field 5 with any type of fertilizer, liquid, solid, slurry. So there you go. I could do that and make $16,000, but I guess I accepted that and I didn't mean to. Probably meant to go back. But there you go. So that'll be one of the other things we can do next episode. But I know so far it's kind of neat how they have, because we all have our own equipment. So right now we all kind of have similar equipment. So Spud went for the JCB. He's like, oh, I'm going to be a bit a little different. That's what he decided. He's going to go for the JCB, whereas I went for the John Deere. Go figure. And Liz did as well. So Country Gaming. And as you can see, this is a hard worker again. But as you can see, they're actually pretty good. They seem to be a bit better at detecting the edge of the field and whatnot. So pretty happy with that so far, at least. So we could rent a seeder. Oh, 3 meters. That just sounds so painful. Seed directly. So you could do direct seeding at 9 meters or 12 meters, no direct seeding. And then the Vaderstadt Seed Hawk. 98. So I guess it'll all come in time, basically. But here's the combine. So I have nowhere to put the combine at the moment. So right now, because I don't have any sheds, let's go to buildings and sheds. Oh, actually, the sheds aren't too bad. This shed's going to be too small for what I need it for. Oh, actually, that's not too bad. Is that going to fit a combine in there? So the thing I have to worry about is, because it has to fit in my owned land, basically. So I have certain sections of land that I own, other sections I don't. So I could put it on my field if I wanted to, which isn't super helpful. No, so this is too much out of the so well, that's actually bigger than I thought it was gonna. I could put it there, but that's gonna be in the way. So that's one thing to consider as well, is basically where to put certain things. So I'll probably eventually I'll need to buy another area of land to store these things, because why would I store them out in the open, basically? So that mission, fertilizing, no, I am looking for harvesting field 17, I believe it was. Oh, there it is. Field 17, harvesting. So making $3,000 off that. So I need to transport the goods, though. So that's one thing I ran into. So anyways, folks, I think we're going to end it there for now. I'm going to let my worker continue working away there on that field. And hopefully he'll finish up by the by the end of the day, so to speak. So anyways, folks, that's it for me for today. Hope you enjoyed. My name's Ian Rops, and if you like what you watch, go ahead and hit that subscribe button for some more FS19. I'll catch you guys later.